3 ways God introduces you to your soulmate without you even realizing it. Have you ever wondered if you've already crossed paths with your God-ordained soulmate, but you just didn't recognize it? What if I told you that God doesn't introduce you to your person the way Hollywood does? No flashing signs, no dramatic music, but through divine timing, supernatural alignment, and unexpected encounters that look ordinary but are orchestrated by heaven. God is not random. He is intentional. And if you're tired of wondering when, where, and how you'll meet the one, this message is about to open your eyes, because your soulmate may already be in motion toward you. But are you in that position? In this video, we're breaking down 3 powerful biblical ways God introduces you to your soulmate without you even realizing it. So if you've ever questioned God, when will I meet the one, or is this person really from you? You cannot afford to miss this. Stay tuned, because at the end of this message, you'll have the clarity, the confirmation, and the confidence to trust and understand God's plan for your life. First of all, having a soulmate doesn't mean having a perfect relationship. No relationship is perfect. I don't care how picture perfect it looks on social media. I don't care how well they complement each other in public. I don't care how much chemistry they have. Every relationship has struggles, every couple has battles, and every marriage has moments of challenge. But here's the difference. A God-ordained relationship may face attacks, but it will not fall apart under pressure. A relationship that was never meant to be will collapse the moment the enemy touches it. So let's explore these 3 ways. Number 1, God prepares you before meeting your soulmate. Before God introduces you to your soulmate, before He orchestrates that divine connection, before He aligns 2 paths to become one, He must first prepare you. Because a soulmate is not just about companionship, it is about covenant. It is not just about emotions, it is about elevation. It is not just about attraction, it is about assignment. And so, before God entrusts you with such a weighty, life-changing, destiny-defining relationship, He will take you through a season of preparation. He will refine, shape, and mold you so that when you meet the one He has ordained for you, you will be ready not just to receive love, but to steward love in a way that honors Him. The preparation process is much like a master gardener tending to his field. No wise gardener simply scatters seeds upon the ground and hopes for a harvest. No, before a single seed is planted, the soil must first be tilled, the ground must be broken, the weeds must be removed, the rocks must be taken away so that when the seed is placed into the soil, it has the proper environment to grow and flourish. In the same way, before God plants the seed of love in your life, He first prepares the soil of your heart. He must break up hardened places, remove the weeds of past pain, and clear away the stones of emotional baggage. Because love cannot take root in unprepared soil, God will often take you through seasons that feel like delays, setbacks, or even suffering, not to harm you, but to prepare you. Because what He is bringing into your life is too great for you to mishandle. So how do you know when God is preparing you for your soulmate? First, He will take you through a season of healing, because you cannot build a healthy relationship while still carrying wounds from your past. God will begin to expose areas in your life that need healing, childhood wounds, past heartbreaks, disappointments, and even internal struggles that you may not have even realized were there. He does this because He does not want old trauma to corrupt a new blessing. Many people enter relationships hoping that another person will heal them, but only God can do that. If you are in a season where God is bringing healing, do not resist it. Let Him do the work in you before He brings the person to you. My friends, before God brings you your soulmate, He will deepen your relationship with Him. Before Adam ever met Eve, he had an assignment. He walked with God in the garden. He had a purpose. He had identity. God said it is not good for man to be alone, but notice this. Adam was not lonely. He was alone, but he was fulfilled by God. And because of that, When God introduced Eve to him, he did not need her to complete him. She was a complement to what God had already established. This is where many people miss it. They enter relationships seeking completion instead of allowing God to complete them first. But a soulmate is not someone who fills an emptiness in you. They are someone who aligns with the fullness God has already placed in you. My friends, God will take you through a season of waiting. And this is where many people struggle because waiting feels like a delay. But in reality, it is divine alignment. God does not withhold good things from you. He withholds things that you are not yet ready for. And if you are in a season where you feel like God is making you wait, do not rush ahead of Him. Do not force something into your own strength, because premature relationships can become painful relationships. When you take matters into your own hands, you risk settling for something that is good instead of waiting for what is God ordained. And let me tell you, what God has for you will be worth the wait. So what happens when people rush ahead of God's process? They enter relationships before they are spiritually and emotionally ready. And they end up carrying old wounds into a new connection. They compromise their standards out of impatience and find themselves entangled in something that God never intended for them. They mistake infatuation for destiny and end up hurt, confused, and broken. And worst of all, they step into something without God's blessing, and what was meant to be a gift ends up feeling like a burden. But when you trust God's timing, when you allow Him to prepare you, when you let Him do the work in you first, you will be positioned to not just receive love, but to steward it well. God's preparation is never wasted. The waiting season is not a wasted season. If you find yourself wondering why God is making you wait, why He is refining you, why He is keeping you in a process longer than expected, know this. What He is preparing you for is greater than what you can see right now. And when He finally introduces you to the person He has ordained for you, you will realize that every lesson, every trial, every moment of waiting was worth it. Because God does not just give you a relationship, He gives you a divine partnership, a connection that brings glory to His name, a love that reflects His covenant, and a union that advances His kingdom. Number 2, you cross your paths in unexpected ways. My friends, God is the master architect, the divine orchestrator, the one who sets the times and the seasons, who knows the end from the beginning, and who aligns moments in ways we cannot predict. You see, when God introduces you to your soulmate, He often does it in a way that disrupts the natural order of your expectations. He does not operate according to human reasoning, but rather through divine alignment. While the world calls it coincidence, we as believers recognize it as providence. Your steps are ordered. Your encounters are predestined. Your delays are often divine detours, leading you to the one God has prepared for you. Look at Ruth. Her life had been shattered by loss. She had buried her husband, left her homeland, and followed her mother-in-law, Naomi, to a place she had never known. From the outside looking in, her future appeared uncertain. But what Ruth didn't realize was that her obedience was leading her straight into a divine appointment. She wasn't just walking into a field. She was walking into a destiny. The Bible tells us in Ruth 2:3 that as it turned out, she found herself working in the field belonging to Boaz. Oh, but it didn't just turn out. God had been directing her steps all along. Many of us expect to meet our soulmate in the way the world tells us, through calculated planning, through dating apps, through our personal efforts. But God is not bound by human strategies. He often introduces you to the person He has for you in a place you never expected, through an encounter you couldn't have arranged yourself. It may be that a sudden career shift places you in a new city where you meet the right person. Or perhaps a closed door redirects you into an environment where your destiny and your divine connection intersect. Some of the greatest love stories in Scripture were not built on human manipulation, but on divine intervention. Consider how God orchestrated the meeting of Isaac and Rebekah, Genesis 24. Abraham's servant was on a mission to find a wife for Isaac. And while he was praying at the well, Rebecca just so happened to arrive at that exact moment. But it wasn't just a happening, it was divine alignment. The servant had prayed for a sign, and Rebecca fulfilled it perfectly. What the world sees as randomness, God sees as purpose. Let me speak to those who feel delayed, frustrated, or even disappointed. Some of you are discouraged because love has not come in the way you expected. You thought by now you would have met the one. You thought that relationship would have worked out. You thought your soulmate would have shown up by now. But can I tell you something? Sometimes God has to let you experience disappointment so that you can be redirected to your destiny. If Ruth had remained in Moab, she would have never met Boaz. If Joseph had never been betrayed, he would have never been positioned in Egypt to fulfill his purpose. If Paul had never been arrested, he wouldn't have written some of the most powerful epistles in the New Testament. What you see as a setback, God sees as a setup. God may be closing one door because he is aligning you for the right connection. And when the time is right, your introduction will not be forced. It will be effortless. It will be an intersection of destiny. It will be the manifestation of God's sovereign plan. But notice something about Ruth. She was not sitting around waiting for Boaz. She was moving in obedience. She was working. She was gleaning. She was serving. She was in the field. Too many people are waiting on God to move, but they are standing still. You cannot sit in inactivity and expect a divine introduction. God orders your steps, meaning you must be stepping. You have to be in motion, operating in purpose, developing your character, strengthening your faith. Ruth wasn't focused on finding a man. She was focused on fulfilling her assignment. And that's when she walked into the field of favor. Some of you are about to step into a season where God is going to introduce you to people who will shift your destiny. So let me ask you, are you positioned where God can bless you? Are you operating in obedience like Ruth? Are you in motion, trusting God's timing? Divine introductions happen when faith meets obedience. God is not asking you to figure it out. He is asking you to trust Him. When the moment comes, it will not be something you forced. It will be something God has arranged. You will not have to manipulate it, chase it, or strive for it. It will be like Ruth stepping into Boaz's field, like Rebecca meeting Isaac at the well, like Esther being positioned before the king, a divine setup that only God could orchestrate. Number 3, your soulmate strengthens your faith. A God-ordained relationship is not just about butterflies in your stomach. It is about purpose alignment and spiritual elevation. Your soulmate is not sent to distract you, but to develop you, not to weaken you, but to strengthen you. One of the clear signs that someone is from God is that they pull you closer to Him, not away. In Genesis 24, we see this beautifully illustrated in the story of Isaac and Rebekah. Abraham's servant did not look for a woman based on appearance alone. He prayed for a sign, a divine confirmation that this woman would be the right partner for Isaac. And when Rebekah appeared, she was not just outwardly beautiful. She was inwardly adorned with kindness, humility, and faith. She was the answer to a prayer, not just a random encounter. Too many people are looking for relationships that satisfy their emotions but starve their spirits. But a true soulmate, a God-ordained spouse, is not just someone you can laugh with. It's someone you can pray with. They are not just a companion in romance. They are a partner in purpose. They challenge you to grow spiritually, to walk in righteousness, to step into destiny. Many relationships fail not because of lack of love, but because of lack of purpose. Attraction can bring two people together, but it is divine purpose that keeps them aligned. Look at Adam and Eve. When God created Eve, He did not just create a wife. He created a helper. She was designed to complement Adam's assignment, not distract him from it. That is why one of the greatest indicators of a God-sent relationship is not just how you feel in their presence, but how much closer you are to God because of their presence. Do they push you into deeper prayer? Do they encourage you in your calling? Do they inspire you to live righteously? If a relationship makes you compromise your faith, if it pulls you away from your convictions, if it requires you to sin to sustain it, it is not from God. We live in a world that prioritizes chemistry over character, romance over righteousness. But a God-ordained soulmate is not just someone you want. It is someone you need for your purpose to be fulfilled. They're not there to just complete you emotionally, but to complement you spiritually. Look at Mary and Joseph. When Mary received the divine news that she would give birth to the Savior, Joseph did not run. He covered her. A God-sent partner will not abandon you in your assignment. They will align with it. Even when he did not fully understand, Joseph remained faithful, proving that a true partner walks by faith, not just by feelings. Some of you are asking, how do I know if this person is my soulmate? Let me give you some divine wisdom. If the relationship is pulling you away from God, it is not from God. If you have to compromise your faith to keep them, if you have to silence your convictions to satisfy them, if you feel more distant from God than before, you are not in a divine relationship. You are in a distraction. God is not the author of confusion. 1 Corinthians 14:33. If you are constantly second-guessing the relationship, if you are losing your peace, if you are battling with constant uncertainty, it may not be from Him. A true God-ordained connection brings peace, not chaos. It may not be perfect, but it will be purposeful. It may not be easy, but it will be edifying. Look at Priscilla and Aquila in the New Testament, Acts 18. They were not just husband and wife. They were partners in ministry. They served God together. They taught the Word together. They moved in their calling together. That is what a true kingdom couple looks like. They do not just build a home. They build the kingdom. And this is why Satan fights God-ordained relationships so fiercely. The enemy does not attack what is insignificant. He attacks what carries destiny. If he can keep you distracted with counterfeits, if he can get you entangled in the wrong relationship, if he can break your heart enough times to make you lose hope, then he can delay your destiny. Some of you have been caught in toxic relationships, entangled with people who are never meant to be part of your future. Just because someone enters your life does not mean they were sent by God. The enemy also sends people who look right but are not right, people who speak the right words but carry the wrong spirit. That is why you must test the fruit, Matthew 7:16. Does this relationship produce peace or confusion? Does it draw you closer to God or further from Him? Does it align with your purpose or derail it? And let me speak to those who have been waiting, to those who are believing God for their soulmate but feel discouraged. Do not settle for a temporary relationship when God is preparing you for a covenant connection. Do not let loneliness push you into the arms of someone who cannot carry your destiny. Sometimes God is not delaying your soulmate. He is developing you for them. Ruth had to go through a season of preparation before she met Boaz. Esther had to go through a season of refinement before she was positioned for the king. You are not waiting in vain. You are being positioned for the right one. The right relationship at the wrong time is still the wrong relationship. But when God's time arrives, there will be no striving, no chasing, no forcing. It will be a divine alignment, a seamless connection, a testimony of His faithfulness. So my question to you today is, are you positioned for the right one? Are you focused on becoming the person God has called you to be? Are you walking in obedience like Ruth? Are you developing your character like Esther? A soulmate is not something you find. It is someone God reveals at an appointed time. And when it happens, it will not just be about love. It will be about purpose. It will not just be about emotions. It will be about elevation. It will not just be a relationship. It will be a partnership ordained by heaven. So trust in the process. Wait on God. Prepare in faith. And when the moment comes, you will know, because a God-ordained soulmate does not just love you. They help you love God even more. If you are believing God to introduce you to your soulmate, declare, Lord, I trust your timing. And if you have already found your God-ordained soulmate, declare, "Thank you, Lord, for divine alignment." God bless you all.